Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the hard Sudoku. Let's get right into this. All right, start with marking off the ones like usual. Looks like that's about it. The twos, we got a little two pair right here, two pair right here. Um, Two pair here and here. Check out the threes. There and there. There and there. There and there. Fours, corner. All right, we got this square is looking pretty helpful. We get the four there and the two there. Narrow down the two to there and there. Okay, getting a lot, which means we're probably going to hit a bad roadblock in a second, but let's just see. Narrow down the four to here and here. Oh, wow, we're really cooking right now. This is so scary. Fives. Narrow this down to there and there. And then we get this one. We're getting so many. What is happening? There and ooh, no. There and there. Sixes. There and there. Little run. Doubles. Sevens. 7-2 leaves us with the 6 has to go there. Not too much to do with that, but we'll just go ahead and mark up this 666. Seeing something over here that we'll check that out in a little bit. There we go. All right, sevens again. There. Okay, let's get rid of that 6. Actually, let's okay, let's mark this up. So this is ones, twos, threes, fours, fives, sixes, and 8s. Okay. Which leaves you with being what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the 9 must go here, which means this is the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the 8. Okay. We can narrow down the 8 to here, here, and here. And what else? The 1s to there and there. And then what are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 can go here and here. 7 can go here, here, and here. And then the 9 can go there and there, leaving that with the only spot the 5 can go. Making this the 5. Making this the 5. Let's get rid of that. And finally making this the 5. Okay. Check out the ones. Let's check out this square. It's missing one thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No 9 C's. Oh, what am I talking about? Of course it does. What is going on? Okay, this is left to be the 4 and the 3, meaning that can't be the 3. 1, 9. Got the 4. Oh, we get that 4. That 4. That 4. That's the 1. That's the 9. That's the 1. That's the 9. 1, 2. Obviously, this can't be the 5 anymore. 2, 3. Little 3, 6 pair right here. What are you? The one thing left over looks like the 8. Making you the 1, making you the 8. Got the 1. Nah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9's locked to there and there. 1's locked to here and here. And the 2 is everywhere. So we'll just mark it up. Why not? Let's go up here. 1, 2, 3. 3 has to go there, which means it can't go there. That's the 3. That's the 3. What 3 are we missing? Ah, this one. That's the 3. That's the 6, which means that can't be the 6, which means this is the 8. We get rid of the 8s here and there. 1s again. Well, right here, this will sniper rifle something. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can go everywhere. And then 8 can go everywhere. But That's 6 like we thought. Sniper rifles, this 6. That's the 1. That's the 6. This is down between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8's got to go here. That's the 1, which means that's the 1. 2, 9. Check out these 9s now. Okay. Okay, let's check over here. 1. There we go. There's the 1, 2. Only spot left is there. Only spot left is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can only go here, which means this is the 6 and this is the 8, which means this is the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6. This is the 7, which means this is the 7. That's the 6. This is the 9, 2, 7, 2, 9, 9, 2, 7, 9, 7. Cool. Love getting it quickly, but I am kind of convinced that they released the easy as the hard today, because that was suspiciously easy. Honestly, glad to get it. Hope I helped. I don't really know where the challenge was, but I will see you tomorrow. And honestly, for the first time ever, hoping for a harder one. All right, now that we knocked out that hard Sudoku, let's see how the PIPS is. Expecting a much more difficult PIPS than the Sudoku. Okay. Low numbers today, not a single 6. Interesting. So, no 6s automatically means that all of these greater than 4s are all 5s. And how many 5s do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, all but 1 5 are going to go into these. So this one immediately, this would have to be, this to go sideways have to be a 5, 0, which doesn't exist. Okay. So this can only be the 5, 1 or the 5, 2. So we can narrow down, let's just kind of go through and actually try to figure this out. So we can narrow down that one of these goes here. So let's see about the other one. So let's see. If this is the 5, 4 and it goes like this, and this is the 5, 1 and it goes like this, this could then go like that. So if we did this orientation, it would force these to be a double-double, which doesn't exist. So that can't be right. Yes. So the next thing is going to be what has a 5 attached to it that also has a double, right? So the 5, 2 could technically go... Let's think about this. Interesting. This is going to be very challenging. So immediately I'm trying to figure out what the way that it wants us to tackle this is. Obviously the natural thing to try is this, but I like to try to do it the right way. So this 6, 2. Okay. So there's one way to handle this. If this goes here, right, it forces this to go here. So these are forcing each other. So these two contest of each other work. So this automatically has to be a 0. If it was going to face upward, it would have to be a 0, 0. So it can't be a 0, 0. So it has to be a 0. Man, it's like, okay. The last 5 would then have to go there. Here, can this go? I see. So if this was the 5, 4, then it would have to face up because there's not a double 4 to make any of this work. So it would have to face up, which would then require this to be a double-double, which doesn't exist. So if this orientation is correct, then the 5-3 has to be what goes, and we don't really know which way it has to face. But we then know a double 3 is going to go here in some regard, which could then make this the 4-3. So let's kind of go with this. So what still has a 1? This is challenging. So 2s, right? How many 2s are left? So we would need 2. Okay. Man, there's so many options. Let's figure out the 5-4. The 5-4 can't really go anywhere here, which would mean it would have to be like a leftover of something, right? And because of this, I'm double checking. I believe this is correct, that this can't go because, yeah. Okay. So the 5-4 can never be part of any of this. And we also know the 5-4 can never go like this. And we also know if this 5-1 is here, this has to be the 5-2. Therefore, we know the 5-4 has to go essentially. It essentially has to go right here. Okay? And so because this essentially has to go right here, this 5 has to face up because we know that there would have to be a double-double if not. So it would be a 5 with a 1. So they would all work. Right, but now we've played. This is basically, it does go here. Now we need a 1 attached to something that has a double. Obviously, a 1 with a double 1 would never work, so that can't go there. The 1 with the 0 can't go here. The 1 kind of, and then the 1 with the 5 can't. So this would have to be the 1 with the 2, which would force this to be the 2-2. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere right now. This is up in the air. This could be 2 whatever, right, as of right now. 5-3, 5. So 5-1 can no longer go here. And now the 5-2 can't either. So this is now default the 5-3, meaning that this is the 3-3. Meaning now this is 3 and something 3 or less. So 3 and 0, which is the only thing that can, because the 3 and the 4 can't. Which now means that this, okay, this has to be the other 3. It's the only thing left. This has to be 2 by itself, which exists twice. Okay, now we need to use the other 2. Okay, let's think about this now. So we need 2 zeros here, and we have 2 zeros left. Yes, so that would mean this would have to go here. The 5 is now our throwaway. It'll go there. This 5 is now what we will use, and it will go here. And then the 1 will finish the 2 and finish our 0, and this adds up to 2. Very nice. Really quick video. Will probably be the shortest one that I'll ever have of this series, but thanks for watching, and if you got stuck on either of these puzzles, I hope I was able to help. But pretty easy day, and I look forward to running it tomorrow, and I'll see you then.